Hello everybody, welcome to another review. It's me, Nosy, and I return for another Transformers review. So then, today's review is going to be on a figure that I've had for a little bit, and I've been wanting to get a review out for this character, for this specific figure. Obviously, I've just been busy, and I know there's been a big gaps in between my reviews at the moment. I do apologise for that, but I'm here now, and it's finally here, and finally I've got time, a little bit of time to get this video out to you. So today's review is on none other than Kingdom Warfare Cybertron Airazor. Stay tuned. Okay then, so here is Airazor in her hawk. I believe it is meant to be a hawk, I believe. Or an eagle, possibly. One of the two. But yeah, so she's in this really this is a really beautiful figure. I really do like this bird mode. It really is beautiful. And also I love how it's got quite a large wingspan as well, which is kind of what you can come to hopefully understand with this, with an actual bird of this type, you know. Yeah, so it's just a really beautiful mode, and just look at the moulded detailing there on the wings, on the head and the eyes, and it's just such a beautiful figure. I really do love it. This personally is one of my favourites of the Beast Wars Kingdom figures. Of course, I have pretty much all of them except for the ones that are up for pre-order, which is Scorponok and a couple of others. So basically, I've got currently Megatron, Primal, Cheetorb, Black Arachnia, and Dinobot as well. Dinobot is incredible. I will be getting to him soon. I've already reviewed Megatron, and Megatron is my favourite figure from the Kingdom Beast Wars toy line. But this one for me is coming up to the second. It's coming up to the second or third. Some people will be like, "Really? What about Dinobot?" Dinobot's a beautiful figure. I just haven't had a chance to really have a good play around with him and transform him into Raptor mode and then whatever. I just haven't had a chance to have a play with him yet. But this little lady I have. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So let's have a look underneath. It is quite tidy. Yeah, the arms, unfortunately, there's nowhere to really put the arms, so you just got to kind of put them like that in there. And then these legs kind of just tuck right up, which are also robot mode legs as well. So it is quite a tidy little mode. So then, there is a little bit of articulation, but it's mostly just the feet and the wings, and the head. So with the wings, you can go upwards, you can bend, so there's like a 2-amount bend there in the wing. And also it does have a swivel, so you can kind of bring them in and bring them all the way out, like so. And then you have the head also swivels like that, so it's kind of just on a swivel like that, but then you can also bring it down so it has a pivot, so it looks like she's coming in to get her prey coming in like that. And but everything else, the arms are free to move, but you're not really supposed to move the robot mode arms, really, because you know it kind of completely fingers the point of robot in disguise otherwise. But yeah, the feet, obviously they're on like ball joints as well, so you can move those about. So, without further ado, let us transform it. So, I'm trying to go off memory here because it's not the most difficult figure to transform, because mostly this thing just kind of curls up on itself, and the only thing that really disappears inside is the robot mode head. So yeah, so then let's do it. So first things first, I'm going to bring the robot mode arms completely out like that, just get them out the way. And I'm also going to take these off, which are weapons, off of forearms, because you can do this for storage. So you can just kind of, there's like a post there and you just put them in there, so you can just do that for, so that you don't lose them if you wish. And I've just almost done that good thing. Anyway, so they're off. So then what you need to do now is these legs post in on like little posts, you see, like there. So you just unpeg those and they just come out like that, and then you just bring them down and just unfold them like that. Okay, so just do that for now. Let's bring them all the way down like so. Then I think, let me remember, the rubber mode head is in there. So I think, if I can remember rightly, yeah, it's this panel here. Yeah, that's right. So this panel on the back, okay, you pull out, and that just gives you a little bit of room to be able to maneuver the robot mode head outwards, like that. See, so it just brings it out, and then it hides the other head inside as well. Next, what you need to do is, now that you brought the head is now completely visible, you then get hold of this, and all the chest and everything is also now complete, because obviously when you do that, just go straight into there like that. Then what you do is you just hold and then try to do it very, very carefully, but you have to do a little bit. Man's really stiff. You then, the bottom part and then the top part, you then have to kind of just fold in. And how you do that is you kind of have to so that's it. So you just kind of do that. You basically just whittle it in to place, or you should be able to, and then that is now in the perfect position. Okay. Then what you do, you swivel the pelvic region round. So then you've got that bit facing forwards. Then what you do is you unfold the legs completely, including the four legs, so it completely extends those legs, which is really cool. And then you swivel these legs around like that. Okay, there we go. And then you swivel the feet as well. So the free toes have to be behind, which act as a heel. So then you get like a pointier bit, which is the front part of the leg. So that's now the leg's now done, and she is also pretty much transformed now. The last bit you need to do is this tail has basically, as you can see there's a peg and a post. This, then you just plug it into there like that, and then that kind of keeps everything together. So it marries, finally kind of marries both the top part, the torso and the legs together, so you don't get any unnecessary movement, hopefully. So then there she is. And then the last bit you need to do is you just kind of fold in these wings like so, and then you just, I think, where are we? There we go. there's like a peg, there's like a certain way of doing this. It's a little bit confusing. There we go. There's a peg there on the wing on both sides, and then there's like two little ports on either side, and then what you do is you just fold those in, and be careful, these do pop off, which is a little bit annoying when you try to move them. But anyway, so that's that. So you just kind of poke them in like that. Like that. And then there's another little slight hinge. So you've kind of got to just keep hinging it out perfectly so that you get them perfectly done. And then that is the wings done, and you just kind of fold them in more so they're uniform to a body. So that is how you do those wings. And she is now transformed. Yes, she is now done. The last thing you can do, if you want, you can leave these shoulder pads like that, or you can just put them up like that, which is how it should be. And she's now done. There she is. Airazor all transformed. And she is beautiful. She really is beautiful. It's just such a beautiful figure. The robot mode and the alt mode, or beast mode, are both really good on this figure. I like both. The only thing I have as that I think could have been better is it would have been nice if all. Yes, don't get me wrong. It's more for colour palette than anything, than just being grey and gold, which maybe they thought, maybe Hasbro or Takara or whatever, kind of thought that it might be a little bit too boring if it was just those two colours only. So what you have here is which is really nice, there's this beautiful like a violet, slight purple colour for her face. If you can just see that, if I can just get some light into the equation, yeah. Really beautiful face thing, and then face head mould. And then the eyes are like this green colour, which really works. But then you've kind of got like orange, then you've got like a gold colour, which kind of breaks it up a little bit. It would have been nice if all these orange bits were the same colour, which is the gold, which you get like on the beak there, on a face, on a pelvic region, and in the arms here. You know, you just get a little bit of like a gold, but it would have been nice if all of the orange bits were also gold, because Airazor, she is grey and gold, really. That is her actual colour palette, but they've gone with this. I don't hate it. I don't hate the orange. I quite like the orange colours. It does work for this figure, but it would have been nice if they stuck to all gold with the light grey and darker grey. I kind of think that would have worked nicely as well. But yeah, that is her. So obviously, let's just show you these weapons she has, or comes with. She comes with two identical little blasters, aka bombs. They're kind of blasters, but they also look like a bomb. But these go on her forearms, and they've gone with a gold for these, which is a beautiful, beautiful colour. I don't think it is chrome, but it kind of comes over as a really kind of chromy, it could be like a chrome paint, I think, like a chrome painted gold. Really beautifully moulded. So before I put them back on her arms, I just want to there is also like a Maximal logo on her forearm there as well, that's really small. But I just want to go into the articulation. So the articulation is you get really good movement, but of course because of the wings, if you was to unpeg those wings, you would get proper full rotation. But at the moment, the way that they are, as how it says on the box, you have to kind of do it like that because That's what the box says. But if you unpeg them and you can put the wings however you want. That's the beautiful thing. There's all sorts of ways that you can kind of pivot her wings. It's all down to personal preference. But you can get real good movability. You get swivel of the forearm. You get a nice bend of that elbow. You get swivel, I think, of the wrist. Oh no, you also get slight movement of that fist as well, because it kind of like goes in, but I think that's more for a transformation than anything. The head is on a ball joint, so it bops up and down, swivels. And then I think you have, yes you do, you have pelvic articulation swivel, so you can swivel like that for real good dynamic poses. And this thing is capable of some really good poses, especially with her having dual weapons as well. And then obviously her legs can come right up to right there. That's how high it can go. But when you get to a certain point, because of this design, this V design on the front, it kind of naturally wants to kind of go outwards a bit, but it can go as far as that. And then you got nice knee, which is absolutely fantastic knee movement there. Then the foot again can move, but you also for a bed mode you have kind of like a turkey chicken kind of thing going on, where you kind of have like an extra bit of movability like that, so they can move there as well. So that is the articulation for her. She's really, really good. The articulation is incredible. And then we just pop these weapons into those holes on the arms, like so. If you wanted to, she can also hold them as a normal blaster, because she can hold them like that if you wanted. But they are meant to go on her arms, which I'm going to do now. So they go there, and the other one goes in there, and that is her now completely together and complete, and she looks awesome. There we go. But yeah, she is a beautiful figure. She really is. The articulation, the playability factor, the display ability with her is really good. She really is a beautiful example of this Kingdom line. She really is a shining example. You got swivel of that leg as well, which I forgot to mention. But yeah, she's so awesome. She really is, and I just cannot get over how lovely her face sculpt is. It's just so beautiful. It really is, and yeah, it's just the moulded detail on it, and some, I do, again, I'm just going to alliterate that I think it would have been nice if all of these parts were all gold rather than the orange. But at the same time, I think the orange is an interesting choice, and I do like orange as a colour. So it's interesting that it's not. I think why they possibly chose to go with orange over it all being gold with the grey is possibly for the reason it's more aesthetically pleasing more than anything. But I mean, I don't hate the orange. It does suit the figure, but Airazor is known for being light grey, dark grey, and gold. That's her colour palettes. And obviously you've got the purple face there, which really are violet kind of colour. It just is a beautiful figure regardless. It really is a beautiful figure. She's one of my favourites. So that has been my review on Kingdom War for Cybertron Airazor. So thank you very much for watching. More reviews are coming very soon. I need to do a review on Dinobot, and I think Black Arachnia needs a review as well. From the ones that I currently have. I also need to do a review on Kingdom Cyclonus at some point. So yeah, I have quite a few figures that I need to do. But thank you very much again. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And until next time, stay awesome. And bye-bye for now.